In short, Far Cry 5 pits you against this guy, Joseph Seed. As to who and how, well, that's up to you. The game can be pretty explosive at times, as there's a variety of different weapons and tricks you can use and different battlefields you'll play on. Now the thing is, you can customize your character to be whoever you want to be. And this is a pretty cool game. You can customize your weapons as well. You can add sight scopes and increase the range and as far as how far you want to go with it. What's neat about this is there's a variety of different weapons that are offered. And the combat system can get a little bit crazy and challenging at times, where you can choose teammates and sometimes you have to revive them if you can. If you can't, that's tough too. Now you got to be careful. You can get wiped out quickly in this game. You can also go on huge runs as well, depending on how well you fight and how well you position against specific enemies, choosing the right tactics at the right time and right strategies. What's nice about this game, again, is going back to the recruiting aspect of it, along with the weapons, of course. And the recruiting aspect is basically, there's a lot of different characters you can play with, and they all have different specialties. Some specialties are more valuable in some areas or some situations than others. But the thing is, you can play how you want to play and play with who you want to play. And if you don't like the characters they have, you can go out and find your own characters, which is pretty cool. And if you get further, you start with only being able to recruit one player, and then as you progress and unlock perks, you'll be able to fight with two players at once, which is pretty cool because you can set up how you want to approach something and how you want to attack a certain situations. To recruit a fighter, you just talk to them. You can only, like I said, have 3 separate fighters on your roster. You can only use 2 at a time. But it's pretty cool. You can choose any specialties and stuff. Oh, there's boating. You can go boating. There's a lot of different things you can do in this game, which makes it a lot of fun. It's not one specific thing. It's a giant open world set in Montana, and it's a pretty ambitious game. It tries to climb very high and go to the top, and I feel like they've accomplished a lot of that. Being specific to like the wilderness theme and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I like how all the different stuff. You can just randomly go into a car, go for a little spin. There's all kinds of different vehicles you can drive, and you don't have to drive as. You can also be a passenger. It's really cool. You can also fly as well. I love flying aircraft in this game. It's pretty cool. I think more helicopters a little more effective in some situations, but again, the plane is pretty cool. It can do a lot of stuff. Pretty decent sized map too. And the goal in this game is to defeat. There's basically three kids of Joseph Seed, and you've got to defeat each one of the kids' regions, and then fight the kid. And once you beat each one of his 3 kids, you get to fight Joseph Seed in his little secret compound, or not so secret compound. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I like that you can be able to fly, and not just the one thing I really like is not just okay, you can fly, right? Well, a lot of games have that. What I really like is you can just jump out of the plane, parachute. You can see the plane right there. It's gonna crash right on the ground, and they'll be linked to the open world. As you play, you can actually go into the fire, and you can see the one of my teammates had to parachute out as well. But it's pretty sweet in all the different options you have in this game and how you want to play. You can, like I said, it's up to you. There's a lot of stuff you can do. Oh, by the way, you can fish too. Yeah, you can fish, catch fish. Yeah. So it's not just fighting, but it's mostly that's what the game are, mostly fighting. I personally like to play with the fire aspect of it. You can get some fires going pretty good. burn quite a bit. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful with the fire though. It can backfire on you if you're not careful. You get, but using the right spot, it can be very, very effective at sealing yourself off from enemies and covering their tracks. But try not to burn your teammates because they can get burnt too. Well, as long as you have the friendly fire option on. There's a lot of different options in this game too. So another thing I like is you can go swimming. You can swim underwater. Teammates can swim under. You can command them to do whatever you want. You got to be careful though with the vehicles. You don't want to get a little too crazy. It's cool that you can drive off. That's what I like. But if you're not careful, your character can die, of course, in the wrong situation. So got to be careful when you're playing. But I really enjoyed playing this game. My favorite aspect was I like the parachute angle, of course, and I probably hit this too much. But I really like the parachuting stuff because I've actually done that once, and it feels like it's pretty real. There's a lot of different weapons and stuff, and stuff you have to beat certain things. You can't, if you do the same angle and everything, take the same approach, you won't be able to unlock as many perks. You won't be able to progress as far as the game. So the more different stuff you try, the more options you're going to have. But yeah, I really love the parachuting angle here. It's beautiful there. And then, I've actually parachuted, like I said, one time. I've flown a little bit more than that, but I stuck my one and only landing, and that kind of feels like, except he's a little more aggressive than I would have been, but I did stick my landing without falling. It was fun. There's a lot of different missions and stuff you play, and there's all kinds of variety in terms of what you can play. You don't have to play them all. You play what you want or how you want to play. So you have two different people play through the game, and they're going to have possibly two different ways of playing. I like playing with fire too. I like what the stuff they did with it in terms of you see the fence burning, how it spreads and how it doesn't spread into the dirt. It's kind of cool, like the programming stuff behind that. I also like you can go, hide through the weeds, and there's different terrain and stuff for combat. I really like the flying aspect of it too. And it's not just you that flies; the enemy flies as well, which you're not going to see here. But you gotta be careful; they will attack you from the air. So sometimes you may want to have a partner that has air support. But yeah, it's pretty cool being able to fly around and land your helicopter wherever you want in the game. On top of all they also have this arcade mode, which you can set up and fool around with. I didn't do a ton with that when I first played, and then I went through it again and I started messing around. It's pretty cool. Like you can set up your own little world and stuff, and how you want to mess around. If you like messing around, you can. If you don't, it's an option. I thought it was pretty cool. Overall, I really, really enjoyed playing this game. I think it took me a couple weeks to go through and beat it all, but it was a lot of fun going through and playing through the missions. It got sometimes a little bit weird at times with the storyline and stuff, but I thought it was a lot of fun. I like the combat missions. I like how you'd either be be on a streak beaten a lot, or you could be overwhelmed and you have to change tactics. But I thought it was a pretty cool game. I definitely feel like I got my money's worth and enjoyed playing it, and give it a thumbs up. And of course, that wraps this up. I am signing out. Thank you for watching.